From renaming the Abuja International Conference Center after President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to the PDP still struggling to find its feet and growing speculations about who will become Tinubu's running mate, this week's political highlights raise more concern. Hello everyone, welcome to Situation Room's weekly political news roundup, where we break down Nigeria's top political stories. My name is Kosiso Chukwume, and these are the highlights this week. So over the weekend, the news of the mass killing of over 200 residents in Benue State left many Nigerians grieving. There was a lot of pressure on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to visit the local government. He eventually visited on Wednesday, but what's more troubling is whether strategies have been put in place to avert these kinds of attacks. Nigerians are fair to conclude that Nigeria's security architecture is weak. If nothing is done to boost information gathering and coordinated communication among security agencies, the possibility of reoccurrence of this sort of attack is high, since this would be the third attack in Benue in a space of 1 month. One of Situation Room members, Enough is Enough, aptly captured the state of affairs in Benue. They said, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu arrived in Benue yesterday, June the 18th. Rather than addressing a humanitarian catastrophe, his visit was presented as a routine rescheduled engagement. The Benue state government's priority, issuing circulars calling for colorful shoulder-to-shoulder processions and organized celebrations. While bodies were still being counted, banners were being raised. While families mourned, music played. The survivors of the massacre were asked to provide a backdrop for pageantry. 2 weeks prior, we were told the Chief of Army Staff would relocate to Benue to address the crisis. He arrived, took photographs, and returned to Abuja. No meaningful action followed. That's EIA. President Bola Tinubu recently flagged off the groundbreaking ceremony for a new headquarters for INEC, and the project has stirred up serious public concern, and rightly so. The question is, who is funding this project, and what does it mean for INEC's independence? From current indications, the building is being undertaken by the Federal Capital Territory Administration. Critics argue that this move could compromise INEC's independence. Some have even likened it to what we see at the state level, where governors build homes and quarters for judges. And then there's the question of the budget. Where exactly is the funding for this new INEC building coming from? Is it the FCT budget? Is it the federal budget? Or is it tucked away somewhere in the supplementary allocation? As of now, there is no clear public breakdown, and that lack of transparency is part of the problem. While no one is saying this project is illegal, optics matter, especially where trust in INEC is already fragile. If the same executive that will contest the 2027 elections is the one building INEC's office, it naturally raises eyebrows, not just about funding, but about control, influence, and precedent. President Tinubu forwarded a list of nominees to constitute the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, and it sparked controversy in the Senate over the nominated chairman being from Cross River State. The nomination has attracted significant attention, especially since the current administrator of Rivers State is also from Cross River. Meanwhile, the nominee, Michael Ode, defended his appointment. He expressed that the law does not prohibit the appointment of someone from outside the state as chairman of the state electoral management body. In response, Senator Bamidele cautioned him that although the law may not explicitly forbid such an appointment, it raises serious questions regarding public perception and political precedents. Speculations around who will become Tinubu's running mate, which began a few weeks ago, also continued this week. We saw the APC vice chairman for the Northeast saying that the president will choose his running mate. Meanwhile, President Tinubu's special advisor on information and strategy, Bayo Onanuga, said the president will choose his running mate for the 2027 presidential election only after formally accepting APC's nomination in 2026. As we head into 2027, let Nigerians remember, development is not just about buildings, it's also about boundaries. It's not just about what the government does, it's about how it's done. As Nigeria Civil Society Situation, we call on Nigerians to stay engaged and stay informed. Now more than ever, Nigerians must prioritize political education. Democracy thrives when citizens are informed and active. That's all for this week. Stay informed and share your thoughts in the comment section. See you next time. Bye.